Ooh, ah, Hey, I'm back on This is Psychedelic Actualization. On this channel, we talk about topics like self-realization, self-actualization, and working with psychedelics to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. So if you're interested in any of these topics, subscribe to the channel right now. Today, I want to talk about embracing the weird part of yourself. I'm a pretty weird guy, and weirdness is amazing if you embrace it, because it is a big part of integrating your authentic self and expressing your authentic self to the world. I know all of you, everybody on this planet, all humans are weird in a sense. And I'm a really weird guy, especially psychedelic experiences have showed me the weird parts of myself and just like weird authentic expressions of myself that just come through sometimes, like stretching weirdly or making weird sounds. This is amazing. If you can embrace that part of yourself, it can raise your level of confidence. It can raise your fulfillment, your ability to enjoy this life and enjoy being in your body and being yourself. And it can also impact other people around you positively. Weirdness is such a nice topic, because when I grew up in school, I remember when I was back in school, I always tried to be normal. And trying to be normal, I had to express and suppress expressions of myself that were authentic to me, just to be perceived as normal. And this is the weirdest part, for myself at least. When I go out and I observe people in the streets interacting with each other, or just in general in our Western societies, all the people who are trying to act normal, now after like being a little bit more conscious, a little bit more aware, a little bit more centered in myself, I can kind of see through that mask that everybody's putting on. And for me, that, trying to be normal, that is the weirdest thing on earth right now. So like observing people trying to be normal is weird for me, because I perceive them as weird, not in a judgmental way, of course, still like love them unconditionally, but that is weird for me. When I was traveling and I met a lot of different people, the greatest people that I met were weird people who were allowing to express those weird parts of themselves. Because this is very inspirational. They are centered in themselves, they are confident in themselves, and sometimes they just do weird stuff or behave weirdly. And I love that. It's amazing. And I think you and myself, of course, as well, even more, we can find value in embracing this weird part of ourselves and integrating that weird part into our being and into our day-to-day life. If you would ask my roommate like how I'm behaving on a day-to-day basis, just like in my routine normally, he would tell you that I'm just the weirdest guy ever. And I'm proud of that. I'm actually fine with that. Because what I've observed in my life is that when I allow myself to express that weird part in every social situation, it comes across as natural, it comes across as authentic. And if that weird part doesn't resonate with some people, then that is fine. Then I don't even want to have those people in my life who are not accepting my authentic, my true self. I don't want to put on a mask or try to act differently than what I truly feel inside just to get some approval or appreciation of people that I don't even want to have in my life. Do you know what I mean? And you can get to that point as well if you're not at that point right now. It's like, it's a good starting point is to, of course, be yourself when you're alone, and then slowly extend that to your circle of friends, and then maybe a little bit at work. Of course, in social situations, you gotta be still a little bit wise and behave in a way that is not harming other people or that is not harming the environment that you're in. For example, when you're working in an environment where it's not normally seen that you're barefoot, then it's okay to wear shoes, even though authentically you feel like walking barefoot. But if you want to keep that job and you feel good in that job, then put on the shoes if it's if it's appropriate, you know, and don't walk barefoot over there. Or if it's not a job that you like, then search for another one. Same goes with relationships. If those people think that you're weird and you feel like you have to behave differently than what you truly feel inside, then it's okay to remove those people from your life, as hard as it sounds. So embrace the weird part of yourself, also in psychedelic experiences. That's why I like to have them alone, so I can fully tap into my authentic self and then allow myself to express it fully, to not care about what other people think. Because living in your own truth and expressing yourself authentically in every situation feels much better. Like that part of integrating truth and honesty with yourself, into yourself, feels much better than trying to get approval or trying to be perceived in a specific way. And I've noticed that I receive good resonance from my environment, because I'm the weird guy that is always talking about psychedelics, that is always talking about the natures of God, not being able to have small talk or something. And that's fine. It's okay for me, because that is me. That is my authentic expression of myself. I always have my changa pipe with me. I always give weird stuff to people like chilquage. It makes your mouth a little bit tingly. Or have a little rapé meditation here and there. And that's just who I am. And I embrace that. And I hope that you can embrace that weird part of yourself too. Express yourself authentically. And if we do that one by one, and if we can spread the message to our social circle, and they can do it as well one by one, I think our whole society and the whole of humanity can live in a more easy and free way, and that's gonna raise the overall vibration and happiness of everybody, because everybody is allowed to feel safe and appreciated for who they are. Thank you very much for watching. Just a little short message that I wanted to share with you today. And stay true to yourself. Don't be afraid to express yourself authentically and to embrace that weird part of yourself. If you're interested in more tips about life that I have collected over the period of my life, subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in psychedelics, follow along. You can also follow me on Instagram, Psychedelic Actualization. I'm gonna share a little bit of more weird stuff of myself over there. And I'll see you all in the next one. Much love.